So some additions we have to the Rogers pistol portion. Depending on scheduling, there might be an additional carbine portion, 9mm carbine, or an additional shotgun portion. Not that it's really that hard to hit these targets with the shotgun, obviously. The shotgun portion really teaches you to keep the gun in the fight. Almost all the drills you're starting underloaded, so there might be 6 targets being exposed. You might only start the drill with 2, and there's technically enough time if you're Johnny on the spot and can load the gun quick to hit all 6 targets. Carbine portion, very similar to the pistol portion. Target exposure times are almost the same. They're actually a little bit quicker, but it's a lot easier shooting fast with the carbine because you've got 4 or 5 points of contact. You got shoulder, cheek weld, one hand, 2 hands. So it's a lot more stable. You get away with a lot more. You can't get away with a pistol with 1 hand or 2 hands. Those typically run for about an hour, hour and a half after the handgun portion during the day. So again, check the website, check the schedule for what is going on after our typical R1, 2, 3, or 5 handgun period of instruction.
Hey Steve, can you talk a little bit about carbine calibers that we would use here on the range?
Yes, so it is a carbine edition, not meaning 5.56 or anything else. We are talking handgun type, subgun, 9mm, 40, maybe a 45, got an HK UMP, but not 5.56 high velocity. We're shooting steel again, so even with frangible 5.56, they'd be tearing the steel up, and you'd be getting a lot of high speeds fall back at you. So the carbine portions, again, handgun caliber carbines. If you don't have them, we'd probably be able to provide you some here on site for an additional fee.
How about loads for shotgun? What would you recommend to bring out?
If you're taking the shotgun addition to the R1 or R5 class, normally it's a bird shot. You're not rolling out here with buckshot. There is some slug requirements in there, so if you're enrolling in that or looking to enroll in that, again, check the website for ammunition requirements, and it'll specify exactly what you need for birdshot and slug counts.
What do you recommend for a tube, magazine tube on your shotgun?
The most you're going to run these drill with is maybe 5 rounds anyway, so you don't, having a 10 or 15 round, super long, 6-foot long tube would do you no good here. Again, this shotgun portion is set up for most of your standard, the old police shotguns, your home defense type 870s, 590s with, 5 or 6 rounds in the tube. So you don't need to have a mag extension that holds 8.
How about shell carriers?
Yeah, that's a good question. Having a shell carrier of some sorts will definitely speed up reloads. If you have them loose in your pocket or loose in a dump pouch, it can be done at that time. I was one of those guys that showed up to a course once and didn't have the appropriate gear, so I was loading out of my pocket. It can be done, it's just a lot more challenging, but an appropriate pouch to rapid reload your shell, depending on what technique you might be using. There's a whole plethora of them, but whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you practice with, just make sure you have a way to carry shotgun shells on your person.
When they're running these shotguns and carbines, do you recommend a sling or no sling for this course?
Yeah, so shotguns, you don't necessarily need a sling. Carbines, a portion of the carbine addition, we are going from primary to secondary, right? So slings are nice, behoove you to have one. They're not required, but for $20, show up with a sling.
And then how many magazines should somebody bring for a carbine, and do you need a speed reload source, or how does that work?
Yeah, so the carbine's same thing. I mean, if you have most of your carbine mags, Glock mags or HK, MP5, UMP mags, are 30 plus 25, 20s. So having 1 or 2 carbine mags, you'll get through those.